Pachycephalosaurus. Thick head, the bony head was probably used in headbutting competitions. Sensitive nostrils. Pachycephalosaurus may have had a keen sense of smell. Strong backbone. The rigid backbone would help to absorb the impact when males butted heads. Reinforced tail. Series of bony tendons reinforced the heavy tail and help to keep it rigid. Here you can see nostrils. Here the bony head, skull shelf, snout neck, rigid back, short arms here. Here muscular thigh and here short shins. Here the powerful legs. Here stiff tail.
Pachycephalosaurus.
Pachycephalosaurus was a two-legged plant eater, largest of the bone-headed dinosaurs. It had thick, dome-shaped skull. Time 68 to 65 million years ago. Size, length 4.6 million meters, 15 feet. Weight unknown. Diet plants. Classification: Pachycephalosauridae. Infraorder Pachycephalosauria. Suborder Marginocephala. Order Ornithischia. Pachycephalosaurus find sites:
Montana, United States. South Dakota, United States. Wyoming, United States.
The largest of the bone-headed dinosaurs, Pachycephalosaurus thick-headed lizard, is known from only one skull and a few immensely thick skull roof. This bipedal two-legged plant-eater's brain was cushioned inside the dome brainscape up to 25 centimeters, 10 inches thick. Bony knobs edge the dome's rear rim and short spike projected upward from the snout. The teeth were tiny. From what is known of other dinosaurs in the same family, it is thought that Pachycephalosaurus was the length of a car with a fiercely short, thick neck, short arms, a bulky body, long legs, and heavy tail, held rigid by a basketwork of hard bony tendons. Dominant male. Scientists suspect the Pachycephalosaurus and its dome-headed relatives were bipedal dinosaurs equivalent of the today's bighorn sheep. In the mating season, big males evidently ran at one another, clashing heads together to decide which would dominate and mate with the whole herd of females. Scientists have conjectured that the thickness and height of the dome on Pachycephalosaurus head varied with age. Rigid tail. Beside the crash helmet skulls, evidence that Pachycephalosaurus used their heads as battering rams lies in the rigid and groovy extension of the spinal vertebrae backbones. This enabled the vertebrae to interlock and that they could hold back and tail rigid. When two males banged heads, the shock of the impact would have traveled through the skull and along backbone to the legs without damaging the brain. Keen sensors when faced with predators. However, even head banging may not have been a sufficient defense. Self-preservation probably depend on the effective early warning system and a quick getaway. Pachycephalosaurus probably had a keen sense of smell, and big eye sockets facing somewhat forward suggests that the animal had a sharp eyes capable of binocular vision. While feeding, Pachycephalosaurus herd would have keenly aware of how close that they would safely allow Tyrannosaurus to so as to approach before they ran away. Mixed diet. What the bone-headed dinosaurs ate is uncertain. Their small rigid teeth could not have chewed up those fibrous plants as effectively as teeth of the duckbill and horned dinosaurs, both of which lived at the same time as the thick heads. Perhaps Pachycephalosaurus lived in a mixed diet of leaves, seeds, fruits, and insects.